Hi honey bunches, welcome back to another video. So as you can tell, this is a Q&A video and you're probably expecting this like 3 weeks ago. So sorry for the delay. I'm at the pointy end of my first semester of the year. I have like 3 more weeks which are just kind of a bit busy. And also it's just kind of like a marathon and I've really sort of run out of puff. That's the main reason. I do have time. I just don't have the sort of oomph to make videos happen. So I'll aim for 1 video a week for the next 3 weeks, but yeah, this could be the last one for a while. But I was thinking, because the units I have this semester don't have exams, they just have like a large assessment thing in the last week. A lot of my friends, like the month of June is like their whole exam period, but I don't have any exams. So I was thinking I could challenge myself and finally get a lot of the video ideas I've had for ages and really want to execute. I could like pump out a video every 2 days or something for that month. I don't know if a video every day is achievable. Maybe if I interspersed it with vlogs and things that could work. Still need to sort out my vlogging camera situation. Anyway, so I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about a great period of video making and delivering, just not in this next 3 weeks, which I'm sure you guys will understand. So let's jump into this Q&A. These videos are weird. I don't know if what I have to say could be mildly interesting. But anyway, I'll jump into it and hopefully I'll be brief and concise. Oh, and I also made these apple cinnamon, I was going for pikelets, they're more just like dense buckwheat pancakes that I thought would be a nice thing to take like cold as a snack in nannying and uni in the next couple of days. And food with braces is not a great idea, so I don't know why I did this, but anyway. And yeah, it's like a Winnie the Pooh plate. I'm a child, but we just have it and whatever. So let's get into it. The first question is, what are your favourite sports, hobbies to do, watch, apart from cooking? I play beach volleyball. I love volleyball. I really want to pick up netball. I'll be doing that in the next month or so. I walk a lot of dogs. That's part-time work, including Harvey. Sometimes go for bike rides. I make cards, like birthday cards and things out of old images and artworks from magazines. This makes me sound like a very uninteresting person. It's just at the minute with uni, I've just been doing a lot of that and nannying and other jobs involving catering and things like that. And I also like to go see films at the cinema. Which I usually like sit in the middle of the cinema, like we're talking front to back, or like a little bit towards the front. So just like you on the screen, it's an immersive experience. I do go to the cinema a lot by myself. Okay, next question. What are your favourite podcasts? At the minute, the mustards, the chick peeps, Harry Potter and Sacred Texts are my 3 that I'm listening to the most at the minute. Do you miss anything since going vegan? No. Is it difficult to see your family eating non-vegan foods, and is it difficult for them to still be non-vegan? I did a video about like a while ago and I kind of advised against going back and watching it because it'd be mega cringe, but a lot of the time they just eat vegan food that I cook. And then if they are eating non-vegan food, then it's like at lunch when I'm not here or I'm out, they sort of just do their own thing, obviously for breakfast and lunch because they're adults. Then my dad, who eats the most non-vegan things, but he works interstate, so he does his thing. And oh, I didn't finish the question. Is it difficult for them to still be non-vegan when they know the reasons? Yes, of course it's still frustrating, but when I first like went vegan and was like, come on, do this with me, I was far more frustrated than I am now. Now I'm just like, okay, I'm doing me. They're like slowly getting there. They're on a different journey. I just come to peace with that. Of course it is difficult. I think you just have to compartmentalise it all and just focus on being you and make lots of delicious food is the main thing. Because if they have something to eat that's delicious, they're just not going to eat it. And yes, it's annoying that sometimes you would have to spend time making that food all the time. If you don't find it like 100% enjoyable, which I don't always find it enjoyable. You know, sometimes you can be tired and want someone else to make the food, but if the option is that if you're gonna make it, it's gonna be vegan, then that's one way to like just not have to deal with them eating a non-vegan option. Would you only eat desserts for 1 day? I eat a lot of sweet food anyway, but no, I like savoury food. It makes you feel better. Like a large plate of deliciously savoury food is like what a meal should be, unless it's breakfast. Do you have a phobia? No. The only thing close to a phobia I think is nail on a blackboard or like knife on a plate sound. Not a fan, but it's not a phobia. What would be your dream career? At the minute, I don't know. I would love to teach vegan cooking classes, write another cookbook and get it like professionally published. A dream would be to have combine like love of film and vegan food and have like a sort of pop-up vegan cinema where it just serves like really good vegan food. I would love to have like a vegan catering company for films. That's like a really niche thing that I don't think I would have any idea how to go about creating, but that would be fun. But then probably like dream career is to be like a Mark Gatiss type person where you like write and act. Write really good screenplays and whatnot, and act. So next one, what would be your dream vegan food day? That's too hard a question. Eating the food that I post on like recipe wise on YouTube, but someone else make it for me. Or like a buffet with a little bit of everything, like if you've been to Tibbetts in London, something like that. What movie brings you the most nostalgia? Ooh, I've been thinking about this. So Shrek, grew up on Shrek. Stardust the film, definitely a lot of nostalgia from that. The Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and maybe like Bridge to Terabithia as well, definitely from my childhood. Do you think you'll ever open a PO box for subscribers like me who would love to send you stuff? I don't know. Would enough people want to send me? My only hesitation is, would enough people want to send me things for it to be worth it, and does it cost anything? I don't know. It would be fun, yes, but also I don't know where I'm going to be in like 5 years time, so would it? I'm procrastinating. Yes, I would love to, but I'm not sure at the minute because I don't think there's enough demand for it. What advice would you give someone who is trying to go vegan as a former vegetarian? Get excited and buy a lot of like vegan cheese or make them vegan cheese, milk and egg alternatives, and also just make yourself a lot of food. Do meal prepping so you don't fall into the trap of like, I don't know, eating vegetarian over vegan stuff. What do you do in the morning since you wake up so early? Good question. What do? I get up, I get dressed straight away. That generally like switches me on, gets rid of any tiredness that's still hanging. I go make breakfast really early, turn on the blender, which usually doesn't affect anyone else in the house, which is good. And I watch a couple of YouTube videos, and then I just get on with my to-do list. So it could be like uni readings, just tackle them. Oh, I walk coffee before I start doing that when it's really quiet and there's no one around, and then I start my day. And if I start my day by like 7:30, then yeah, you could get a lot of stuff done before midday and then have a lot of the day free. So that's why I like getting up early. How long have you been a vegan? Since the start. My intention was the start of 2015 when I was in year 12, but that year was a little bit rocky. I would say I was definitely like 100% vegan by maybe March, April of that year, but my intention was from January. Where do you get most of your food inspiration? In terms of recipe developing for here, I think of like the recipes we used to have like growing up that I've had at restaurants, of course like blogs and what other people make, but it's mainly that I've grown up with. I think you get better ideas when you look to yourself than you look outwards as a starting place anyway. Be more authentic. Would you ever consider doing a mukbang video? Perhaps, although braces, let's be real, would that actually be enjoyable? What music do you like? I like Sigrid, Aurora, and then on top of like those two are my current faves, a lot of scores and soundtracks from films. So I just listen to them all the time while studying, and I mean the instrumental ones, not like the ones with words. How do you substitute B12? Well, at the moment we've just bought like one of the oral sprays, which I read and heard that it's better in the absorption department. But I'm still using up these. I can post a picture link, the ones from iHerb. It's just like a dissolvable pill. Is that what we call them these days? How did you figure out what you wanted to take at university? I found this really hard. In year 12 I was like, I'm too focused on like doing all the assignments and all the schoolwork. I was not welcoming to the idea of post year 12 because I had no idea what to do. I actually put down as my preference and got into and then deferred from midwifery, probably because I just enjoyed watching Called Midwife, and I still do love watching like hospital, One Born Every Minute, those type of documentaries. So I put something down, then I deferred from it, then I realised I didn't want to do that, and then I thought perhaps like holistic health type stuff. Also, I'm not really interested in that. It's just like the obvious thing when you think of like, oh, you make a lot of food. You're interested in that, maybe that's a good thing. And then I was like, no, not committed enough. I'll just do a general arts thing, which I know is like people think is a cop-out. I don't think it's a cop-out. I think it's a good university trajectory to take if a lot of the subjects from an arts degree sound interesting to you, and B, you want to sort of grow as a person more and just learn a bit more before figuring that out. I don't think it's a cop-out. I think there's many very fabulous people who have done arts degrees and then that's led them on and sort of funneled them down a more obvious path for them. But anyway, that is what I'm doing, so just maybe lock in something and that might make you realise whether it is the right thing for you or not. What is a hobby you would like to get into? Ooh, many. Maybe rock climbing would be the one that comes to mind. What is your favourite op shop find? It's like a cardigan. It's like a vintage Laura Ashley cardigan. That's an Australian brand. It's just a nice shape. It has like a little overhanging collar. It's black. It is wool. It's from an op shop though, and I've explained my stance on that. It's just very flattering and goes with everything. Anyway, I think this video's gone on long enough, honey bunches. I hope you're doing fabulously, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!